I wanted to do something today in our celebration, something that's very dear to me. Quería hacer algo en este día, algo que es muy cerca a mi corazón. I told you that my mom is here today. Le dije que mi madre está aquí hoy. And I wanted to, you see, I guess I got to give you a little context. Debo darle un poco de contexto so you can understand who my mother is, para que entienda quién es mi madre. My mother has been my hero. Ella ha sido mi héroe. She has been my mentor, ha sido mi mentor. She has been my pastor, ha sido mi pastora. She has been my spiritual leader, ha sido mi líder espiritual. And, you know, a lot of times I was contemplaba in these last few weeks, en estas últimas semanas, I said many times we wait till someone leaves and goes on to be with Christ before we honor them. Contemplaba, muchas veces esperamos que alguien pase a la eternidad antes de honrarlo. And as I was meditating and praying upon this, I said, you know, what better celebration, qué mejor celebración, if I could, on behalf of the church, de parte de la iglesia, if I could present my mother with an honor, un honor, presentarle a mi madre un honor. And I'm going to need some help up here, Eddie. Come on up here for a second. I need you to take this first one out for me. Okay, thank you. Just grab the first one and I'll keep the two bottoms. Amen. My mother, Maria Delgado, mi madre Maria Delgado, she raised 10 kids. Crió 10 hijos. Amen. I'm one of the youngest of 10. Soy el 9. I'm actually the 10th. I'm the 10th of 11 because there was actually 11. The first died on birth. My mother has shown me consistency. Mi madre me ha enseñado consistencia. She showed me persistence. Ella me ha enseñado persistencia. She showed me perseverance. Ella se ha mantenido in the midst of storms, en medio de tormentas. I mean, if you could know the history of all the stuff that my mom has had to go through, si tú conocieras todas las cosas que mi madre tuvo que pasar, a good book would be written, a nice soap opera would be done, un buen libro podría ser escrito y una buena novela también podría ser producida. A whole lot of drama in the family. There's 10 kids, come on, you know. 10 hijos, sabe que va a haber mucha drama. And in the midst of that, my home, I remember it as being as if we were a hotel. Mi casa era como un hotel. Because everybody that made the migration from Puerto Rico landed in our house. Cada persona que migraba de Puerto Rico paraba primero en el Hotel Delgado. You know, Hotel Delgado, they would land right there. And I always saw the blessings of God upon our home. Vi las bendiciones de Dios sobre nuestro hogar. My mom had to navigate through rough times when in that season that my father did not serve the Lord. Mi madre tuvo que navegar por tiempos difíciles en ese tiempo que mi padre no servía y no conocía a Dios. In the midst of all of that, we somehow made it to church 7 days a week. En medio de todo eso, llegábamos a la iglesia 7 veces a la semana. I mean, and then for us it was actually 14 times a week. Para nosotros era 14 veces a la semana because we had a service at home before we had a service at church. Teníamos un culto en casa antes de tener un culto en la iglesia. I remember she gave me my passion to read the word. Ella me dio mi pasión para leer la palabra. That was actually my first book. Ese era mi primer libro. I would be reading it and reading it. I would just see my mom reading the Bible, and I said, I just wanted to, you know, mimic what she was doing. Yo veía a mi madre haciéndolo y quería hacer lo mismo. And my mother has been my greatest cheerleader since I was 5 years old. Mi madre ha sido la persona que más me ha animado desde que yo tengo 5 años. From the time that she caught me preaching to my G.I. Joes and my Action Jacksons, standing on top of her night table. Desde ese día que me vio predicando a mis juguetes, parado encima de su mesita de lámpara, she immediately told the pastor, hey, I saw my son preaching. Yo vi a mi hijo predicando. And I was imitating Shamba. Yo estaba imitando a Shamba. Even though nobody got saved in that preaching, none of the G.I. Joes or Action Jacksons came up in the altar call, I was not discouraged. No me desanimé aunque nadie fue salvo cuando hice el llamado a mis juguetes. But my mother has always been there through good times and through bad times. Ella siempre ha estado ahí persistente en tiempos buenos y tiempos malos. She's been in the same church since she got saved. Ella ha estado en la misma iglesia desde que se convirtió al Señor. She has served under 4 pastors. Ella ha servido como ancla y como columna a 4 pastores. Amen. Amen. And she has seen many people come and go. Ha visto mucha gente venir e ir. But she's maintained herself there. It's been that constant presence. Ha sido esa presencia constante. And if there were time and I could give my sisters and they could all share their memory, mis hermanas todas pudieran compartir sus memorias, but I really wanted to just sum it up. Quería resumirlo in saying and diciendo that this woman of God, esta mujer de Dios, has truly been the model of a woman of God. Amen. Ha sido el modelo de lo que es una mujer de Dios. Amen. You know, I've seen her angry, la he visto enojada, but she never stopped serving the Lord. Amen. Nunca dejó de servir al Señor. My father died, left her a widow. Mi padre murió y la dejó viuda. She never blamed God and served the Lord. Siguió sirviéndole al Señor. She had to raise kids all on her own. Tuvo que criar hijos solo. She never stopped serving the Lord. In fact, she always told me, in my season away from the Lord, en mi tiempo que tuve fuera de los caminos del Señor, I would come to her with my problems. Venía donde ella con mis problemas, and her answer was always the same. Su contesta era siempre igual. Son, you need Jesus. Mijo, tú necesitas a Jesús. I really didn't want to hear that at the time. No quería oír eso a la vez. But I thank God because I am here today, standing here, because of a praying mother. Estoy aquí parado a causa de una madre que nunca cesó de orar. Y en este día, in this day, I wanted to, could you bring that over to me? I want to ask my mother to come on up. Quiero invitar a mi madre que pase al frente. I know where I get my goodness, right?